Will you check under the bed and make sure there's no Disney executives under there?
I promise there's not.
I'm scared, Mom. Will you please just look and make sure Kathleen Kennedy isn't under my bed?
Leaked emails have just exposed the messy truth behind Rachel Zegler's lawsuit against South Park. Ever wonder what really goes down when Hollywood stars go head-to-head with major shows? Subscribe to Celeb Titbits now, because we bring you the raw, unfiltered drama they don't want you to see.
You guys! Something really weird is going on. I keep having the same dream that I'm a fat little white boy.
You ain't white, but you definitely fat.
The DEI special lit the match on a cultural firestorm the moment it aired. Known for pushing boundaries, South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone targeted Hollywood's obsession with diversity, equity, and inclusion, aiming squarely at the recent wave of live-action remakes, especially Disney's Snow White.
I never want it to come off as me being ungrateful for the opportunities I have. I can also be having the greatest time and simultaneously wishing people would stop sending me death threats.
In the episode, a fictionalized Rachel Zegler was portrayed as an out-of-touch diva more focused on performative activism than storytelling. In one scene, her character says, "If we don't insert DEI into everything, how will anyone know I'm better than them?" Another moment features her declaring, "Rewrite it." Snow White should lead a revolution, not fall for some toxic prince. These biting lines were paired with absurd visuals, like her eating empowerment snacks that cost $10,000 a bag and hosting staff DEI seminars mid-shoot.
People call you Maria on the street?
Boy, do they.
They do. Oh, that's great.
God.
That's got to be delightful,
They
huh?
sing to me
all
the time.
Oh my God, really?
The parody was seen by fans as a brutal takedown of Hollywood virtue signaling. But critics, especially Zegler's supporters, slammed the show for punching down and mocking progress. Social media exploded, with debates raging over whether the episode was satire or just plain slander. The controversy had officially begun, and it wasn't slowing down.
When you leave the scene, I turned to the camera and I was like, "Gal's mad." It was
Yeah.
so, but then you were FaceTiming your kids right after, being like, "Hey, so much."
Rachel Zegler didn't take the DEI special lying down. While fans expected her to laugh it off like most South Park targets, she shocked Hollywood by filing a $100 million defamation lawsuit against Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Her legal team claimed the parody crossed the line from satire into character assassination, branding her a DEI-obsessed diva, and falsely implying she ruined Disney's Snow White.
People are struggling, and it may not be much, but when I was young, my parents and I we'd pick apples.
In the official court filing, Zegler's attorneys argued, the episode portrayed Ms. Zegler in a way that maliciously misrepresented her views, behaviours and professionalism, leading to tangible career damages. They added that casting directors and producers began distancing themselves from her within days of the episode's release.
Is there a problem, people?
We were just discussing ideas of what to do with the new Prince Eric movie.
Put a chick in it, make her gay!
Rachel herself spoke out, saying in a now viral interview, "This wasn't comedy. This was targeted, it was cruel, and it cost me work I had already signed on for." She claimed that endorsement deals were pulled and meetings with major studios were abruptly cancelled.
You're crying on that stage.
When am I not crying in public? It's so upsetting.
Why were you crying?
Oh my gosh, I saw we didn't even see.
The lawsuit didn't just demand damages, it demanded accountability. Her team made it clear, satire is not a shield for defamation when reputations and livelihoods are on the line. South Park had finally pushed someone too far.
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
Not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
According to Rachel Zegler and her legal team, South Park's parody wasn't just a random jab. It was a calculated move with a hidden agenda. In her statement, Rachel argued that the episode was designed to undermine the credibility of progressive actors, especially women of colour leading major studio projects. This wasn't satire, it was sabotage, Rachel said. She believes the show intentionally targeted her role in Snow White to discredit Disney's DEI efforts and stir backlash against inclusive casting. Her team claimed the episode painted her as a diva stereotype to fuel online harassment and weaken public support for the live-action remake. It's not a coincidence that the character mirrors Rachel so closely, said her attorney. They wanted to weaponize public sentiment against her and what she represents. To Rachel, this was never about comedy. It was a strategic attack on her identity, her values, and her place in modern Hollywood.
This is serious, Cal. It's more than a dream. It's becoming like real now. I keep seeing all of you being replaced by little white.
Well, maybe you should try not being so racist, Cartman.
The leaked emails provided a stunning glimpse into the high-stakes panic erupting behind closed doors. Internal Disney threads showed growing alarm over how the DEI special was reshaping public perception of both Rachel Zegler and their already embattled Snow White remake. One senior VP wrote, "This episode isn't satire, it's sabotage. We're already struggling with public confidence in the film, and now this puts us in a deeper PR crisis."
And he came to see me sing I Feel Pretty, and he had his aviators on. He's like, "Gotta see the Jersey girl sing." And I just peed my pants. There it is.
In another damning message, an executive from Disney's communications division urged immediate damage control, stating, "We need Rachel on message, in therapy, and off social media. This can't turn into another Gina Carano situation."
Oh, not again.
Yeah, only this time, it wasn't just me. They were taking all my favorite people and replacing them with diverse women complaining about the patriarchy.
Rachel's management echoed the distress. One email read, "Rachel is inconsolable. This portrayal was mean-spirited and reckless. She feels personally targeted by Parker and Stone, and it's affecting her ability to perform." Another team member added, "Studios are going cold. She's being blacklisted in real time."
Truly. Despite the subject material, I got thrown in. The first thing we shot was the games. And so I wrapped Snow White, and the next day was thrown into the Hunger Games.
Perhaps most shocking was the tone of urgency in a final exchange. "We can't afford another viral meme campaign mocking Snow White. Legal action is the only path to regain control." The leak confirmed one thing: panic had gone corporate.
Scary Adventures doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. Was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again.
The lawsuit sparked a fiery debate across Hollywood, igniting fierce opinions from stars, producers, and fans alike. While some rallied behind Rachel Zegler, others stood firm in defense of South Park's unfiltered style. Director Ava DuVernay commented, "Mockery disguised as satire isn't edgy, it's lazy and harmful." Meanwhile, South Park alum Bill Hader tweeted, "Satire has to be fearless, or it's not satire at all."
You sound like a white male trying to reestablish the patriarchy.
Eric, it's okay. It's okay.
Even film critic Mark Harris joined in, writing, "This isn't about comedy. It's about punching down when the industry should be lifting up." But not everyone agreed. Filmmaker Judd Apatow countered, "If you're in the public eye, satire comes with the territory. That's showbiz."
So I watched it for the first time in probably 16, 17 years when I was doing this film.
The entertainment world stood divided, and the debate only got louder. Social media exploded as the Rachel Zegler versus South Park lawsuit stirred fiery reactions across platforms. Fans, critics, and meme makers turned the controversy into a digital battleground. On Twitter, the hashtags Team Rachel and South Park Freedom trended simultaneously, reflecting the intense divide. One user posted, "Parody isn't a license to humiliate. Celebs have limits too." Team Rachel. Another argued, "This is South Park doing what it's always done, roast everyone. No one's exempt." South Park Freedom.
Maybe we should go a different route than we did with Indiana Jones.
Fuck Indiana Jones, put a chick in it and make her name it gay!
Sure, yeah.
Reddit threads swelled with heated takes. A top-voted comment in r/television said, "If satire gets sued into silence, what's next? Cancelling cartoons for being mean." TikTok creators joined in with dramatic reenactments and stitched videos captioned, "When comedy turns into court dates," and "Is satire still safe?"
Please just look and make sure Kathleen Kennedy isn't under my bed!
Kathleen Kennedy is not under your bed.
Can you check the closet?
Eric, enough!
Memes went viral. One showed Rachel in full Snow White costume holding a lawsuit scroll, labelled, "Mirror, mirror, who's the most offended of all?" Critics chimed in too. One media columnist wrote, "This isn't just a lawsuit. It's a cultural litmus test on free speech versus public decency." The internet didn't just comment. It turned the whole saga into a pop culture war zone.
Because every time they come up to me, I'm always online for this frickin' ride, and they think it's like I'm standing there waiting for the photo op, being like,
Well, you kind of are, you know.
Inside the courtroom, tensions ran high as each testimony sparked emotional reactions from both spectators and the media. Rachel Zegler, holding back tears, told the jury, "This wasn't satire. It was targeted humiliation. I've been laughed at, harassed online, and blacklisted from roles I worked hard for." Her legal team presented emails, therapist notes, and casting withdrawals to support her claims.
And the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. And so it's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere to see themselves in.
On the defense, Trey Parker argued, "We didn't single Rachel out to destroy her. We used her as a symbol, just like we've done with dozens of public figures, for a broader commentary." Matt Stone added, "If we start filtering jokes through a PR lens, satire dies."
So how does it feel to join this elite group of Disney princesses? Can you believe it?
No, not at all. It's unbelievable. I mean, I look at that girl and I have no idea what I'm looking at.
The courtroom buzzed as key Hollywood figures were subpoenaed, including a Disney executive who admitted, "We feared the episode would tarnish our upcoming release. It was a PR nightmare." Legal analysts described the case as a potential landmark in entertainment law, while the public watched each development like a season finale cliffhanger.
And I auditioned for a year.
You auditioned for a year?
It was 9 calls.
No job's worth that, honey, all right?
After weeks of deliberation, the jury reached a verdict. They ruled in favor of South Park, stating that the episode was protected under the First Amendment as satire. While acknowledging the emotional distress Rachel experienced, the court emphasized the importance of preserving freedom of expression in artistic works.
Just so much love for the storytelling and for bringing something that means so much to so many people and bringing it to the modern age is really so special.
The decision was met with mixed reactions. Rachel's supporters expressed disappointment, feeling that the ruling failed to consider the personal impact of the episode. South Park fans celebrated the verdict as a victory for creative freedom.
Snow White is running for president.
I'm launching my campaign. I am.
What happens when the courtroom lights dim and the media frenzy fades? Rachel Zegler broke her silence with a heartfelt message, thanking fans and vowing to push for more respectful storytelling in Hollywood. Could this mark a shift in how young stars stand up against media giants? She also revealed she's stepping away from acting to prioritize her mental health. Meanwhile, did anyone expect South Park to stay quiet? Not a chance. The creators clapped back with a fresh episode mocking the entire lawsuit, ending it with the line, "To anyone who's ever wanted to sue us, thanks for watching." Was it closure or another punchline in the making?
I had no idea what I was auditioning for when I auditioned. So it's a kind of a hilarious question to say, like, what drew you to the material? Is that, like, I didn't realize that I was reading lines with Dopey?
The Rachel Zegler lawsuit against South Park has sparked a broader conversation about the boundaries of satire, the responsibilities of content creators, and the impact of media portrayals on individuals' lives. It serves as a reminder of the power of storytelling and the importance of balancing creative freedom with empathy and respect.
So to get to go back to the stage in London where I made this beautiful film, I have so many wonderful friends out there and restaurants and things I can't wait to go back to this summer.
Now we want to hear from you. Do you think South Park went too far, or was Rachel overreacting? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exclusive Hollywood gossip and insider info. Stay tuned.